Hi everybody, welcome back to Mando Lessons. My name is Baron Collins Hill. This week's lesson, I'm going to take the tune Big Sciota and I'm going to play it through a couple times. I'll start out playing it as I taught it in my lesson that's available here on YouTube and over at my website, mandolessons.com. And then as I play it subsequent times, I'm going to add in some flourishes, some double stops, ornaments, things like that. The idea here is we're going to take a tune from a simple arrangement and add things to it until we have a more complex idea and give you some ideas of what you can do with the tune once you've got the sort of what I call the skeleton of the tune under your fingers. If you need to learn this tune, there is a lesson over at mandolessons.com and here on YouTube where I teach the lesson by ear. There's also sheet music, tablature, and standard notation, chords to play along with, play along tracks, and jam along videos over at mandolessons.com if any of those resources are something you're interested in. All the lessons I put out are always free. That said, there are a couple ways to donate, which is always appreciated. You can become a member on Patreon and get access to lessons a day early, free play-along track downloads, and monthly patron-only live streams, which are always a lot of fun. That said, donations are always voluntary and up to you, and there's no requirement by any stretch of the imagination. So let's jump into this tune. Again, I'll play it simply at first and then build up to a more complex rendition and talk about what I'm doing as I go. Let's get into it. Alright, so the tune is Big Sciota, classic tune in the key of G. I'll play it through the first time as I taught it and as it's written in my Big Sciota lesson on my website, and then I'll open it up from there, add some double stops, some ornamentation, things like that, and talk it through as I'm doing it, and maybe follow up at the end with a few specific examples. So here we go, Big Sciota. 1, 2, 3, 4. So double stops, also simplifying the melody. So my double stops, a lot of open G string and open D string. Big C chord right there. B part. So G, open A string drum, E minor, and then a C, G, A part. I'm going to add notes back in. So make it kind of straight eighth notes, a little melodic variation. Coming back to the melody. Just keeping that right hand moving. Very important aspect. Even if your melody is the same. Back to double stops. Some slides. Blue notes. We'll do it again. It's going to be the first to second fret on the A string. double stops up the neck. Two. Hard to say those, I'll go over them at the end. So there's Big Sciota a couple times through. I couldn't call out that little upper double stop that I did as I did it, so I'll just say it here. So it starts out with 2 and 3 on the A and E strings. Then it goes to 5 and 7. And then 3 and 5. So you've got this little movable double stop line happening underneath your melody. There's your melody and your harmony, creating these little chord shapes: 2 and 5, 5 and 7, 3 and 5, and then E minor. That same E as our melody note and a C chord underneath. So lots of options. I love really letting that open G string just ring out a lot in this tune. It really adds some meat to the bones of this tune. Hitting that big C chord in the A part, because it's a whole lot of G to begin with. So when you get that C chord in there, it really helps kind of take that A part to another level of what's mostly just a G chord. You can throw in little Ds, but that C chord is a very important part, so I like to add it in. You want to leave that melody note. So your open E string is your melody. So if you're hitting that big C chord, make sure you get plenty of that open E string to really let that ring out and let you know that that's the melody note. So I hope that gives you something to work with. Just have fun with it and see what you can come up with. There's no right or wrong answers. Let your ears guide you to where you want to go. So there we have it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, lots more lessons over at mandolessons.com. New lessons here every single week, so subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.